Well, it never ceases to amaze me how wrong the weathermen can be. They're predicting storms here anywhere actually starting in an hour, potentially up to 3 hours out. We've got some really kind of odd conditions going on where stuff is just blowing up as we speak. I wanted to get out and try to fish a little bit. It's a really nice late spring or early summer day, and I like to take advantage of it. And the kids are only in school for like another week, so from that standpoint, I'm not going to have the same opportunity to potentially get out without them. So I'm trying to take advantage of it, and hopefully we get out and fish a little bit before the storms hit. So let's go see what we can catch. What shall we use today, people? I kind of feel like throwing a jig. Did you see that? That was a sturgeon right there. I wonder if I got that in camera. Let's flop a jig around. Let's see what we can do. Let's go with this little sweet nugget, our little spotty, the Picasso little spotty, 1/4 ounce tungsten head. This color really matches what the crayfish look like right now really well. We've got a lot of crayfish that are out and about. They're starting to reproduce. We actually were up in Door County recently and caught a whole pile of crayfish that had eggs on the belly, and they were kind of this color. This is what they look like in my neck of the woods this time of year, at least. They're kind of a green, little bit of orange on them.
I was inches away from getting a goby. Literally inches.
2 crayfish and 2 leeches. She got a bunch of eggs.
I guarantee there's one on
You can go on back.
Ready?
Yep, get him.
Got him. One clawed.
One clawed.
Oh, eggs.
Let's see.
Egg jackpot.
Oh yeah. Okay, let her
Don't
go.
do that.
We're gonna take this, we're gonna tip it with a little 3-inch Pit Boss. I might even mark it up a little bit. This is just one of my favorite combinations right now, this little spotty. It's got such a fine skirt. That's one of the things I love about it. It has a ton of movement on it. It's got the really unique weed guard. I've talked about it on the channel before. It's one of my favorite little jigs just for catching fish, especially up in my neck of the woods, where if you got some smallmouth around, they're gonna munch on it. But so do the largemouth, spotted bass down south. Just a good jig. Let's see if we can catch something. Was adjusting the chest camera and we got one. Not a giant one, but a little chunk. I made a cast and I was adjusting the chest camera. That was funny. Well, hopefully that's a sign. Hopefully they're biting before the storm. We are catching a lot of little guys right now. Not what we're after, but 13 inchers. I don't know how many will make the video, but we're getting a lot of bites. It's fun. It's kind of what I remember catching when I used to fish this years ago. It was just a lot of little fish. But they're still here. And it's good to see, because actually the lake I'm on right now, when I was in college, it was real good. Like, you catch a lot of keepers. There were some big ones. And then it went through a really bad down year for 10 or 15, or down cycle, I should say, for like 10 or 15 years. And I would say over the last 5 years, it's really come back on again. So to see a bunch of the little ones is nice. And these aren't like little, they're, you know, 12, 13 inchers. Whereas 4 or 5 years ago, they were, like when you caught them, there were a lot of 8 inchers, like really little fish. I shouldn't say a lot, but there were a good portion of the fish were just little. Nice. Decent one. It's a nice one. Ooh, I'm sorry, buddy. Come here. It's a good one. 2 1/4 probably. One thing to note when fishing docks, you know, a lot of people just want to skip their bait underneath the dock, but the reality is there's definitely key strike zones. And if you're just trying to get your bait under the dock, a lot of times you miss it. You know, you really want to concentrate on the posts. I guess the 2 biggest things you can fish when fishing docks are the posts and the darkest shade spots. The posts are really critical because that's what the fish are going to hold to generally. They're usually not going to suspend just in the center of the dock. They're usually going to suspend or be where you've got your darkest shade spot mixed in with one of the posts. And the reason for that is, you know, they're trying to ambush their prey. They're not just sitting in there generally for the shade. And if they are, a lot of times those are the fish that you can see like under the dock that show 0 interest in your bait, because then they really are just sitting under the dock looking for a shade spot. But if you're looking for fish that are trying to set up and ambush their prey, you're generally going to be looking for any of the posts mixed with the darkest shade spot. But because of that, don't just go up to a dock and be like, oh, I'm gonna throw it under the dock to get it under the dock. Try to get it next to one of the posts. So in this case, there's posts in the center of that. So I'm putting my bait right on that back post because that's the post that's shaded and there's a post there. If there was no post in the center of that platform, I would probably be trying to hit, you know, the legs before I would try to really just put one in the center of the dock. Because generally speaking, the center of the dock, yeah, it might have some fish, and there might be fish that are willing to go from that post to the center of the dock to bite, but it's not generally going to be your best spot. You know, the fish that are looking to ambush are almost always sitting on a post. And if you've seen underwater footage of when divers go under a dock, they're almost always going under the dock and seeing fish that are suspended or sitting next to one of the posts. And if they are underneath the dock, a lot of time it's because they're traveling to and from somewhere else within the dock. Just something to keep in mind. God. Little turd burgers everywhere. Turd burglars. Well, we barely got back to the house. We got about 45 minutes on the water today, and it actually got like sunny out, and then Sarah called me. She's like, hey, the storm's coming. So I looked at my radar, saw that it was there, or basically on me, jumped on the big motor and got back, barely beat it back. And fun 45 minutes, caught a bunch of fish, bunch of little fish, most of which probably won't even make the video. But an entertaining 45 minutes while it lasted. That little spotty jig is a phenomenal little tungsten jig. I love fishing it anytime you're around a little bit of a hard bottom, which is what I was doing today. I was looking for areas with some gravel, and I was dinking the little spotty off the dock post so you could hear it real well. Just that, the tungsten head with hard bottom and when you're making contact with things really does come into play. I was just flipping it around on my NMB 874 MHX blank. It's 7.3 medium heavy fast action. Just a light flipping rod, I guess is what I would say. 15 pound 100% Berkeley fluorocarbon. Abu Garcia Xenon X 8.0 to 1. I'm glad I got back. Like, barely got back. Parked the boat under the carport, and man, it got dark too. So we gotta get ready, go get the kids here real quick. Anyways, thanks for watching. Go pick yourself up some little spotties. Get out on the water anytime that you can. Take advantage of it. Don't fish in this stuff if you don't have to. It's not worth it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Appreciate all the support. Stay tuned. New video coming out tomorrow.